Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be all about my Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2. If you have never watched me or my channel before, thank you so much for clicking on my video. On my channel, I do makeup for the everyday girl. I do nail videos, hair videos, also a little haul every now and then. So if that is something that you guys are totally into, make sure you tap that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button. That way you are always notified and never miss any of my uploads. So by now you know that my video is about my new Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2. So let's just go ahead and just jump right in. Okay, so y'all know why we are already here is because I finally get to play with my Divine Rose 2 palette. I have actually got this palette a few days ago. I kind of wanted to wait until I was in like a better headspace to like record and film with this palette, but I am okay today. I just kind of felt like it would have been really selfish of me to, you know, with everything that's going on, and I just didn't want to feel selfish by uploading a YouTube video despite what's going on. But I have been using other platforms to post and speak about those things and support, but here on YouTube, it is just my happy place where I get to talk about the things that I love most, which is makeup. So, okay, and just to compare, so here is the new one, the Divine Rose 2, and then here is the box or the packaging for Divine Rose 1. So as you can see, they are a little different. This one is like the big sister to Divine Rose 1, but actually, this kind of reminds me of the photo that's on the packaging for Mothership VIII Bronze Seduction. Is that what this is called? I haven't used this palette in so long, I don't even remember, but I think that's what it's called. But anyway, but don't they kind of remind you of each other just without like the extra bug or fly, whatever, right here, and the tears? But other than that, they're different color, but they look kind of similar. So anyway. Okay, so here I actually have the black packaging, and excuse all of my fingerprints and handprints and everything that's on this, but let me tell you the reason why I have the black packaging. It is because y'all are some savages, okay? When I was online, I was ready to purchase this palette the day that it dropped, okay? Let me tell you why I messed up. I was so concerned about putting that damn discount code because I wanted to get my discount. So I kind of got kicked out of line. So when I got kicked out of line, I lost my spot in line, and then my limited edition rose gold packaging was gone. So I went back and forth with myself like, okay, am I still going to get it? Like, am I just not going to get it or whatever? But then I was like, no, it's not the outside. I mean, even though I would love to have had that limited edition packaging, it's not the outside that matters. It's what's on the inside. So I actually have not touched this palette. It's been sitting in my drawer waiting for me to use it. I'm actually not going to do a review. To me, it is more like a first impression. If you guys would like to see swatches, comparisons, and all the what there is to know about Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2, I will link Alicia KinkySweat's video down in my description box, and she will break it down for the breakdown, okay? But that's not me. So, but here is the actual palette. She is so pretty. And then let me just show you one just in case, just so you can compare it. So here they are kind of side by side. As you can see, Divine Rose 1 is more like a neutral type of palette, and then Divine Rose 2 is just a little more amped up. So it's like the big sister, like I said, to Divine Rose 1. But I really do love Divine Rose 1, so I'm pretty sure that I will enjoy Divine Rose 2 as well. So from what I understand, Divine Rose 2 is more of an artistry palette and not an eyeshadow palette, mainly because of this pink shade right here. I believe it's kind of like a pressed pigment type of shade, but it is still on the metallic shimmery side, but it is supposed to be not eye safe. But as I heard, you can also use these shades in other ways. You can use them as blush and also as highlighter. So I will be trying that out today. So the shade that I am most interested in this palette is this Trio Chrome or Multi-Chrome. And then I get frustrated about the names not being on the palette because I don't care about that. Like, I don't care about telling the names to the shades. I just care about the damn shades. But anyway, it is called VR, okay, here's the card. It's called VR Sexual Terrestrial. Okay, that's like a tongue twister, but this is VR Sexual Terrestrial. I hope I'm saying that right, but it's supposed to have like a trichrome or triochrome, multi-chrome, however she wants to say it. But anyway, it's a, oh yes. I'm not sure if that will, oh my God, look at that shade. I'm so interested in using this shade. That is so pretty. Oh my God, this looks like AKA colors. It's like pink and green and gold. That is so pretty. So let me see how it looks if you swatch it. Okay, so yes, I believe it is, yes, it is picking up on camera. So you can see in the swatch where it turns from pink to green to gold. It's like 3 colors. So yes, this is so pretty, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know if I'm going to use this shade today. But anyway, let's just play with the palette. I'm not even going to wipe this shade off. I'll just leave it there, you know, so we can look at it throughout me doing my eyes. So I think I will just start off with the shade Naked Blush. This pretty peachy pink right here. And then I'm just going to use that in my shade. Oh, my crease. There is some kickback in the palette, which that doesn't bother me because I do my eyes first most of the time. Okay, that is so pretty. I love this shade because it's nothing like Valoria in Divine Rose 1, because Valoria looks really ashy on me, but this shade is really pretty. I am just going to go back with like a clean, fluffy brush just to kind of make sure that these edges are well blended. And trust me, I am going really simple because, I don't know, Mother Pat's palettes are not, I don't believe they're made to like, I don't know, you just can't do a cut crease with Mother's palette. So even though that's not something that I do often, but I will try it every now and then, but I ain't doing it today. So anyway, I want to use, let me see, Extreme Burgundy, which is this deep burgundy shade right here. And it is picking up a little lighter on camera due to my lighting, but let's just see how it looks on the eyes. And I think I just want to put that on my outer crease. Yes, that is a pretty shade. It's like a deep plum, which I really like those kind of shades. And then I'll just go back in with Naked Blush. I'm basically just going to go back and forth with both of these shades just until I get it like I want it. Okay, that will be good for now. So let me just catch the other eye up so I can go to the next shade. And then just to highlight my brow bone, I think I want to use, what is this called? Skin Show Rose Opal. So I'll put that shade just right here. And I probably need to use a different brush because I don't think that this one is picking up that much. Okay, it looks okay. And then it will also kind of help blend the edge out. I don't know. To me, this shade started off really kind of corally, but now it looks peachy. But just know that it is really washed out because of my lights. So for my lid, I guess I will go ahead and use the Sextral Terrestrial shade, the Trio Multichrome shade. I thought about using the Rose Seduction, which is this pigment pink shade, but I think I'm gonna use that one on my bottom lash line. So maybe with my finger, I'll just go in with that. Oh, this shade is so soft. Okay, so, oh, that is really pretty. Okay, so I'm seeing pink in right now, and if I turn, it looks green. So I don't know. I can't tell if it's picking up on camera how it looks in person, but trust me, it is so pretty in person. I just want to put some on a brush, a shader brush, just to get closer and kind of make it look neater. It looks really good in person. And then I'm going to go back in with the Extreme Burgundy, just on the edge here. I don't know, the shade changes so much in person. To me, it makes it look muddy a little bit, but hey, that's just to me. And then it's probably something that I didn't do right, so. Okay. I guess it looks fine, and I'm sure it will look better once I clean it up. So I do think that I needed to lighten up in the middle. So Astral Pink Moon is this shade right here. And I think I'm just going to press in that shade and just put it on the center. Yes, that looks really pretty. And you do get a lot of fallout from those really glittery special shades. So you just have to either be very careful and just press one time, or do your eyeshadow first. But because I do my eyeshadow first, I'm just like overload my finger with with it, and I probably shouldn't be doing that, but it's okay. Okay, that is pretty. So let me try out, what is another shade in here? I think I just want to put that highlight shade. I put Skin Show Rose Opal in my inner corner, just to lighten it up a little bit. I don't know. I need to play with this palette a little more and learn more about it. Because right now, I don't like what I've done, but I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so that's what I got so far. I mean, it looks okay. It looks really simple, which is what I do. So let me just, I'll finish off the eyes and apply my foundation and concealer and powder. And then I'll be right back to use the shades as a blush and highlight. Okay, so I am back, and I did go ahead and finish off my eyes. On my bottom lash line, I used the shade Rose Seduction, and I just added some mascara, some lashes, my foundation, concealer, and powder. So whatever it is that I used on my face, I will have listed down below in the description box. So for bronzer, I'm going to do bronzer first because I have not bronzed, but I do have two new bronzers. I had it upside down. I have the new Airbrush bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury, and I did purchase the shade Tan. I also have the new Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer. So both of these bronzers can be used for your face as well as your body, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the Charlotte, because for the Revolution I do also have that what is this called, the Body Glow. So I think I want to save these two for a separate video. So yeah. So here is the packaging for the Charlotte Tilbury, I cannot say her name, Tilbury. It's because I talk so country and I try to speak better when I'm filming, but trust me. Anyway, this bronzer I believe was a whopping $55. Anyway, it is also refillable, so that is the best thing about it. This bronzer is also really huge, so I didn't feel bad at all about spending the money on the bronzer because it's humongous and is refillable. So I think I'm just going to bronze, and I'm not sure that this shade will even show up on me because the deepest one between this was the second to deep one. So I think there were 4 shades. I think there was light, medium, tan. I don't really remember because I'm not looking at it. And then there was deep. But y'all, the jump between tan and deep, they could have had about 3 other shades in the middle. Maybe not 3, maybe 2 or 1 at least. But I don't know. So let's just try this out. So I do think that it may be showing up on me, but it's really light, almost like a natural bronze. So yes, it's not that pigmented. Yeah, it does show up on me, and I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but these earrings are in the way. But it is like a real natural bronze, so I don't know. I like my bronzer to look really dark, but it is pretty nonetheless. It's a real pretty bronzer, and it's so smooth and soft. Yeah, it shows up. It's just not as dark as I would like it to be, but I'll finish off bronzing and then move on back to the palette. Okay, so all nice and bronze. It looked like I've been outside in the sun, and we know I have not. So anyway, there's 2 shades in here in this palette that you can use as a blush. The shade Naked Blush and the Rose Seduction. So this is Naked Blush, and then the pink that I used on my bottom lash line is Rose Seduction. I do think I want to go in with the Naked Blush first. I'm gonna look how this palette look. Like, it looked like I have been having it for a long time. There's so much kickback from using this big brush, but that is so pretty. So should I use one on each side? That is really pretty. Is it showing on camera? I don't know, but that looks good. I love blush. Yes, that is really pretty. Okay, mother. So I think I'm just going to use it on the other side. And then you know what? I don't know that this is something that I will always do because sticking this big old brush in my palette is it's going to wear it down a lot faster. So, but she needs to make blush shades. And then this shade definitely needs to be one of them. That is a really pretty color. Okay, but I think I put more on this side. So let me just, yes, this is not something that I'm going to do often. This is just for today. Okay, so do I even want to use the Rose Seduction on top? Because I'm real blushed up. Like, okay, I am really blushed up. But I think I want to try it. So just a little bit of the Rose Seduction on top. Oh, yeah. That's really pretty. Okay, I like that. But now, look at the palette. Excuse my ring light. But now my palette is all dusty and crusty. So I probably won't ever do that again. Now I'm not sure if I want to dig in my palette again, because me using that big fluffy brush in the rose blush shade kind of swept that color over to my skin show shade. So nah, I'm going to skip on the highlighter part today. But yeah, so I think it looks really pretty and natural. So let me just set my face. So because I want a little highlight, I'll just use my Chloe Malika face palette in the highlighter shade called Dusted. And I'll just use that because I don't want to destroy my palette. And for lips, I'm just keeping it really simple using, this is a matte lipstick by, I want to say Maybelline. Why don't I know that? Yes, it's a Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade Touch of Spice. So this is the shade. I'm just going to use that on my lips and top it with my Artist Couture Uncensored Gloss. Okay, guys, so here is the finished look. So I really do like the palette. This is kind of like, it's not a palette that you would use to do like a total beat. I mean, which you can, but to me, it's a simple palette. It's an everyday palette. You can make it an everyday palette because that blush shade and the Rose Seduction shade and the Deep Burgundy shade, to me, all can be used for everyday. So yes, so I always love my Pat McGrath Mothership's palette. So this palette is no different. So yes, here is Divine Rose 2, and I really hate my ring light. And then also Divine Rose 1. So, I mean, you can go wrong with either one of the palettes, but I guess if you want to be a little more natural and a little more muted, you would go with Divine Rose 1. And if you want to just amp up your look just a little bit, you can use 2. And then, hey, just get both of them. Get both of them because you can also use them together. So yeah. So guys, that will be all. So if you like videos like this, make sure you go ahead and give my video a thumbs up. Don't forget to tap that subscribe button on your way out. Don't forget to tap that bell right next to the subscribe button. That way you never miss any of my uploads. And I will see you all in my next video, whether it is a get ready with me, a first impressions, a haul, a nail video, a hair video, I don't know. So, yes, thank you all for watching, and bye guys.